Previously on Vagabonds.
No, I'm not going to try and kill you again, and also, I have got a panic button on my ring, which I was about to press.
I'm gonna take his ring. I didn't know Io was so into politics. Jesus.
I once read a book on how to do a frontal lobotomy.
You do see a couple of the bodyguards that you push through to get into the hallway are, actually out looking for Hargan right now.
But I use my prosthetic metal arm and just swing for his face.
Wait, that was my third strike?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Well, time to mute my microphone, because I'm dead.
Runs up and literally climbs the back of the one that's behind the pillar and, gets her arms around him so that her mouth is, right next to his ear. Your mother says goodbye. I don't break his neck. I got 2 strikes.
I'm gonna try to go with my To the Last Man again.
And yeah, I'm gonna go back into my room and open up the package.
It is really elegant cursive. It just says across the top, "Save the date."
Welcome back to The Roll Less Taken. I am MC Graham, and I am joined once again by my 3 friends who are meat popsicles.
Hi, I'm Mike. I play Bo, and I am a sleepy boy tonight.
Hi, my name is Megan, and I play Io Jewel, and I am not sleepy. Or a boy.
Hi, I'm Perry. I play Jane, and I have no special circumstances.
I know, and now that I've said that you guys are cold, because Mike remarked on it being 7 degrees outside, that we're probably going to release this in July. But here, it's it just snowed.
It's cold.
It's 7 degrees outside, and it's windy, and I spent the day shoveling off of 4 hours of sleep. So, if Bo's cranky tonight, it's drawing from real life experience.
Tell us more about your super happy, exciting
Method
day.
acting.
No.
Fine.
Mike is a method actor. Alright, so previously, you guys completed a race. You found out that the guy who invited you to the race was trying to kill you because you had completed a job for him that he didn't want anyone to know about.
Dick move.
You guys nearly got killed trying to escape from his bodyguards. And you are now kind of flying away from Mercury when last we left you. One of you got a save the date for a wedding, and the other one got a meeting invitation, which is for a meeting in about a week's time. I think I said 8 days.
That was a save the date? I thought it was some super secret code, inviting him for something that was not a wedding.
Oh, it said save the date.
Okay.
On the back it said this is legit. So yeah, you guys are now flying away from the planet Mercury. You've got about a week before you've got anything on your on your dance card. It sounds cooler than calendar.
Okay.
So what do you guys want to do for a week?
I want to pitch this meeting that I received the notification for to the rest of the crew. Where is everybody?
Bo and Jane were, the last time we saw them, they were both in the med bay?
I was actually in my room.
We were in our room.
Yeah, oh, that's right.
He set his
You guys went back to your rooms.
laser gun on fire. Alright, so I'm going to go looking for Bo and Jane.
Bo is in his room, working on his rifle, trying to repair it.
Okay. And I assume Dr. Parsnip is with me?
Kind of trotting
How
alongside.
would you assume that? It's a cat.
It is a cat.
Remy follows me everywhere.
Yeah, whatever.
Well, she thinks you're going to feed her, so...
That's also true. I would imagine Dr. Parsnip would be assuming the same thing. Anyway, so I'm going to head to Bo's bunk, and I just start pounding on the door. Bo! Bo! Bo!
Why are you pounding on the door? It's open. Jesus, you can just walk in.
Thank you. And I walk in, very descriptive. Anyway, so, Bo, do we have anything planned, for the next, in 8 days?
We got that race coming up, don't we?
We just raced.
Did we? Yeah. I've been feeling a little weird ever since... What happened? Did I... Everything's fine, right? I mean, okay, we did the race, and then we won. That's right.
We did. Yes, we won the race.
Did we kill that guy? What happened?
I wouldn't really worry. Just, keep those bandages fresh and clean that you have on you, and don't worry your pretty little head about it.
Well, okay, as far as I know, we don't have anything going on.
How do you feel about, maybe headed to Io, the place, my namesake?
For what now?
We got some kind of invitation from, I don't know, Antoine Colombo. He wants us to meet with him? I'm not really sure, but it could be money.
Do you know who this is?
I don't know, some bigwig or something with solar energy. I didn't really pay attention all too much, but I saw dollar signs and thought, that sounds like a proposition for us.
I gotta say, that name sounds familiar to me, and I'm not sure that maybe it would be in our best interest to go there, or at least not in my best interest.
But why do you always get so nervous and awkward and, avoid the topic of Io?
Let me ask, I'm gonna ask you a question first, and I know you're gonna hit me with that, well, I asked you first, but, do you enjoy basically being a free person who is able to do basically whatever you want to do without any repercussions?
I wouldn't say I could do anything I wanted without any, repercussions.
I'm ballparking it here.
I mean, I suppose. It is nice to travel and go wherever we want.
See, I enjoy that too. And, I haven't been able to be doing that for very long. So, going back to that place that you just so happen to be named after, I have some history there, and I'm not really comfortable with it.
Yeah, but I won't let anything happen to you. I mean, I know some people in some very high places.
I know some people in some very high places, too. That's basically why I was able to get out of that hellhole.
Alright, I think it's something to consider. And I go to the comm and page Jane.
As you're paging Jane, she, blows into the room. She just comes in, she's like, Guys, the last Game of Thrones book finally came out, and the last copy is at the Space Barnes & Nobles on Io. We should totally go.
Poor George R.R. Martin.
And Io has no idea what you're talking about. Well, that's convenient because, we just got an invite to meet some guy on Io. He wants to, drop some knowledge on us and possibly money.
Ooh, money's good. I could use it to buy the book.
So, Bo, what do you say? I got Jane on board. Dr. Parsnip is ready.
I can see that I am going to be outvoted here, and I suppose that I can accept that we are going to this place. Just let it be known that I am against it, and I will continue to let you know that at every given opportunity.
Just remember that Jane is super scary, and I really don't want to upset her by not letting her get that book.
I'll give you she's weird. We both know that, but scary? I haven't seen it.
Are you guys just having this conversation in front
Yes.
of us?
Oh, totally.
Yes, but Bo, You've been knocked out
Sure,
every single time she's brought the heat.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
She brought the heat, so this is a very hard question for me to
Hey, are
ask.
you guys talking about me?
No, nope.
Yes.
Nah, nope.
Yeah.
I guess. I mean, maybe.
Cool,
Well-
should I leave? I'll go leave.
No,
Bye.
no,
She, like,
no.
walks out.
No,
Come
Jane,
here.
you can stay. It's okay.
I have a question that I need to ask both of you, actually.
Jane walks back in.
And, this is kind of hard for me to ask as, a prideful man. But, who has been saving my ass? In general.
I don't know what you're talking about.
From what?
Just all those times I've been eating shit recently.
Have you eaten shit? I don't remember anything like that happening.
Bo, that's a disgusting habit.
Okay, I'm not being literal here.
I thought that was a vernacular phrase that meant got real beat up.
Yeah, I've been
Right?
I've been beefing it. I've been getting my ass kicked. I've been. How else do you want me to say it?
As many ways that you can that embarrasses you.
That's like 4 right there. And the fact that I had to ask the question in the first place counts as 2. And neither of you answered it.
And I just give Jane a look because I don't want her to talk about both times where I've admitted that Bo is like my best friend.
Jane just like looks at you blankly and is like, do you think he had a nightmare?
I mean, it's possible.
Sometimes I have nightmares when I'm awake. I don't actually remember how we got back to the ship. But we did, so that's all that matters.
See? You got your answer, Bo.
Do I?
You
Yeah.
want some sherbet? I can get some of that sherbet algae for you.
Okay, could you both just leave my room, please?
You want to borrow my books? Hold on. Jane walks out and she comes in with a stack of like 9 books with George R. R. Martin's name on the side. She's like, here you go! And then she leaves again.
I'm just standing there holding the stack of books, like, but,
She walks back in. There's lots of sex and violence. Leaves.
oh. Okay, I'll check these out.
Now I'm in.
And I just clap Bo on the shoulder and, let him know, it'll be okay. I don't know why you're so worried about Io, but we won't let anything happen.
Okay, so yeah, you guys have got like a week of downtime still. That you can do whatever you want between now and then. You can go straight to Io and just like hang out on the planet for a little bit.
No.
You can call ahead to Space Barnes and Noble and put the book on hold.
Jane definitely does that.
I think I'm still repairing my arm.
Pixel does approach at some point and say to... probably just to Bo. Pixel says, I won betting on you and would like to make a purchase. If at some point you could purchase either a laser pistol or a second casing for me, that would be appreciated.
Well, I'll tell you what, buddy. I happened to acquire this laser pistol, when we were kinda, running for our lives. Away from...
Fire.
No. My rifle caught fire. I
Okay.
stole a pistol from one of the guards that was
Okay.
chasing us. Yep. So yeah, I'm like, I happen to have a laser pistol right here, and I will just give it to you, because, I'm good with guns, but I only got 2 hands, and using 3 guns with 2 hands, the mathematics just don't work.
Oh, that works out better. Thank you. As a reminder, it is technically illegal for an AI to have a weapon, so...
Yeah, but
Just make
basically
sure nobody
everything we
finds it.
do is illegal.
Yeah, have we done
so-
anything
Right.
above board?
No, not really. Does anybody want to try and buy anything during the week?
What do we have, money-wise?
Pixel was gonna just hand you guys, like, a couple grand each for, spending money. Your sugar AI.
First of all, I don't like that Pixel was given a laser pistol.
I think that's why they went to Bo and not to
Yeah.
you.
I'd like to buy a tractor beam
Okay.
for the ship,
All right.
and that'll do, for me at least.
Okay. So that'll take you a couple days to have fitted. You can sort of have that fitted at one of the mining colonies in the belt.
Cool.
I'm going to hang on to my money for now.
Okay. So during the week, you guys receive 2 messages. One is addressed to the entire crew, and the other one is specific to Io. Who wants to open which first?
The whole crew!
The message for the whole crew is from Ray McScriff, the
Oh, God.
Uranian official's daughter. And it's just an open invitation to a party at her mother, Dame Avril's house. Their summer getaway, which is on the Uranian moon of Umbriel. Basically, anytime you guys want to stop by.
Never.
Wait, you said it was a party?
Yeah, it's an ongoing, like, basically, if you let them know they are coming, they will throw a party.
That party don't ever stop.
Is that on our way?
It is
No.
not really on your way now.
Fuck that guy then.
There ain't no party like a
Who
Uranian
likes to
party.
rock the
because
party? We like
a
to
Uranian
rock the
party don't stop.
Wait a minute. How long is the party going on for?
Forever.
They didn't actually set a specific date. It's just come and they will party.
It's an endless revelry.
Yeah.
Okay. So Jane reads the note, and then she reads the note again, and then she says, I would like to go.
Cool.
But we can go after Io. It doesn't seem like there's a deadline.
About that. So, I need to come clean about something.
Oh, wonderful.
I may have crashed our lovely Vagabond into a statue of Father Sky. You know, that statue that Ray's mother was working
I
to replace.
Fucking knew it!
And I may have started an uprising? Just a little tiny one with some weapons that I dropped off.
You bought a tractor beam. Is there a way for you to just drop me off at the party and then pick me up later?
I mean,
Can you survive in the vacuum of space?
We could put me in a wine barrel or something. Listen, I gotta go to this party.
You guys do also still have that experimental ship that you can try and do something with. I just remembered.
true.
You could, I mean, it is also, the party is on Umbriel, which isn't Uranus proper. So, like, they may not be looking for you there.
I mean, we really shouldn't split the party. I
But we
mean,
could have a party. Party, 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 party.
I guess I can be.
Party. Party. Party.
All right, here's the deal. Bo, if you stop bitching about going to Io, I will go to this party.
I don't... But what kind of deal is that? I don't give a shit about the party.
But look at how excited Jane is.
Party!
I mean...
We really don't want to upset her. I promise you.
I don't understand what your weird Jane phobia is.
Happy birthday, 'cause it's a party. Happy birthday, 'cause it's a party. Hey, Bo, let's go to the party.
What's our what's our schedule? Like, are we going to the party is past Io.
We can do IO first. They said that there's no expiration date on the offer. I think that I've met Dame Avril McScriff before, and I would like to see her again.
Okay.
I feel like this is a subtle hint at this is part of my purpose. We need to go there.
Off character. Out of character. In character. Happy birthday, 'cause it's a party. Happy birthday, 'cause it's a party.
I mean,
Party.
how about, okay, we can do both, but one of these days, let's do something I want to do. How's that sound?
All you ever want to do is drink and eat sherbet algae.
I
might
think
have it
all
at the
you...
party.
Okay, point of order. Yes, orange algae is delicious. I happen to think that you are the one with the alcohol problem, my friend.
Hey, this isn't my intervention, sir.
It's not my... Is it my intervention?
It could be.
It could be yours.
All right.
I'll be honest, I didn't expect a party invitation to be the thing that tore this party apart.
All right.
Well, our party doesn't want a party.
I want a party. Party.
All right.
Part of our party wants to party.
Fine, we'll party. We'll party, Jane. We'll party hard.
Yay.
Well,
I'm gonna
that's...
go have a nap.
Isn't that like the old saying, when it's time to party, we will party hard? By the great philosopher Andrew W.K.
I'll say to get the tractor beam installed, it took you guys a day, so you still have 1 week before the I.O. Meeting.
Stop giving us time to do shit with. We don't know what to do.
You said there's another message or something for me?
Oh, yeah, there's one for Io.
Yeah, one for just I.O.
Hit me with it, MC.
All right.
Hit me with your best shot. Bennett.
So it's a message from your good friend Hargan Day. It's
fuck
marked
that
as
guy.
no reply needed, and it has the subject line terms of arrangement. He's looking smugly elated despite like a black eye and his bandaged fingers, but he is still fiddling with the ring. You don't think he had that habit the first time you met him. And through a wide smile, he just goes, Ms. Jewel, I didn't get the opportunity during our last encounter. Sorry, I did the wrong accent to start there. With you and your pals looming over me. But I want to make sure I have the terms of our arrangement recorded. It's simple enough. You and your crew will say nothing about my project. In return, you won't kill me, and I won't tell anyone at Tharsis where their missing heir is.
Fuck that guy.
We walk in, and, like, Io has, like, a Sharpie, and she's, like, drawing, like, a mustache. Like,
Devil
evil,
horns.
like, curly curl mustache, and, like, devil horns.
Yes.
She has the image paused.
There's now a permanent mustache and devil horns on the comm screen.
That's okay. I'll print out a screenshot later of his face and just throw darts at it. So with the others, I've heard that message?
I was assuming you listened to it like on your own.
Okay. All right.
You could also have taken it in your quarters
Okay.
as an option.
Yeah, it's probably something.
That Jane just walked in without permission and
okay.
drew it and Lyceum left.
That's to be expected. God damn it, son of a bitch. I hate that guy.
Jane is just, like, wandering through the halls doing her various tasks, and she's just, like, singing her little happy birthday, it's a party song.
At some point in the next couple days, Pixel does look at the screen that Jane drew on, and AIs don't sigh, but you just imagine, you just see, like almost a crestfallen demeanor take over them.
I like to imagine
For like a second.
just like a loud semitone that drops in volume. It's not a sigh, it's like...
Just disappointed. Alright, so you guys land on Io. Io is a mining planet. It is fairly dirty. It's just, industrial equipment everywhere, except for one building, which is just, pinnacle of modern architecture. It is the headquarters of Extrasolar Energy, the place that Antoine Colombo signed his name as CEO of. And it is located pretty close to the space dock. You guys land. You can wander straight in.
Bo's just, like, armed to the teeth. Like, he's got all of his shit. Like, I've got my pistol, I've got my laser rifle, I've got my flamethrower. And, like, I've got, like, a boot, or, like, a knife inside of my boot, like, just in case. And I'm just like... He's pacing back and forth in the ship. Like, a lot of restless energy.
Jane has one of those canvas bags that just says, like, I like big books and I cannot lie. Like, it was, like, really cheesy. And that's all she has.
Is there anything in the bag?
No, it's empty. It is clearly meant to be filled with books.
Okay. All right. The
yeah.
Space Barnes and Noble is also at the space dock, so...
Space Barnes and Noble first?
Sure, Jane.
Woo! She does this all the way to the bookstore. Woo! And she gets there and she just like walks like around the counter to like the bookseller, like, and gets like right up in their face and is like, I think you are holding a book for me.
Yes, it's the last of the Game of Thrones, and kind of takes a half step back.
What's it called?
What's the title?
It's called...
George R. R. Martin is a robot now. It's 20,000 years in the future.
I was gonna say it's called like, Thrones of the Future. I was trying to go for trying to make it a Back to the Future joke, but I just couldn't squeeze that in there.
Jane purchases her book. She purchases a few other books. She'd also like to purchase a book on, let's see, what's a historical thing that she needs to learn about that she hasn't in a bit?
While you're thinking about that, Bo buys the complete anthology of Calvin and Hobbes.
Yes.
These are, because it's the future and paper is hard to come by, these are all digital books, of course.
E-readers.
But they were in like a format that you can carry them around. Like not just a Kindle, but they're like, for space hipsters who like space books.
And cannot lie.
Jane buys a couple space books.
On any particular historical events?
She buys a couple of Agatha Christie. She buys a couple on the Napoleonic Wars. And then she buys a psychology book from the 21st, written in the 21st century, that's like way out of date, about multiple personality disorder. And like
no
she
reason.
like sneaks that one into the bag. Like,
All right. And you guys head on over to Extrasolar Energy? Question mark?
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
Cool. So as you enter, the receptionist just kind of waves you through like a body scanner and says, we won't be taking your weapons. We just want to be aware of what you have, should the need arise. We have armed guards and turrets pretty much everywhere, so don't try anything too funny. Otherwise, welcome to Extrasolar Energy. Can I get you some tea?
Red Bull.
What? Oh, Red Bull.
Presses a button on the desk and a Red Bull canister just appears.
I'm fine, thank you.
Bo shotguns the Red Bull.
And we leave our weapons with her.
She said you don't have to.
Oh, we don't have to.
They're basically
just
taking stock of what we have.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. I only have my revolver, so.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got a revolver, a rifle, and a flamethrower, and I don't disclose that I have a knife in my boot.
The body scanner may or may not pick it up, but... And she kind of ushers you into, like, this big boardroom that's kind of toward the top of the tower. You guys are in an elevator for just a few seconds, because it's the future, and elevators are super fast. And you're kind of looking out over the industrial planet. And, yeah, you guys are waiting for just a couple of minutes. It's this really fancy boardroom. The table itself was actually made out of mahogany, which is pretty rare these days. And there's, like, a pitcher of water on the side with the glasses.
Hey, Bo? Bueller?
Uh-huh.
Don't you think you're a little over-prepared for this meeting?
Don't you think you're a little under-prepared for this meeting?
I mean, I don't see what the big issue is.
Yeah, you wouldn't.
God, someone's cranky today.
Bo just, he was sitting, and he gets up and, folds his arm and stares moodily out the window.
Angst.
In distantly in the background, you hear "In the End" by Linkin Park playing.
I'm not going to try to push Bo anymore.
Bo,
What?
you seem uncomfortable.
Can I just point something out? You
Yeah.
ever notice that the least helpful thing you can do when someone's in a bad mood is point out that they're in a fucking bad mood?
I was gonna ask if you wanted me to fetch you a different pair of underwear. I thought maybe the pair you were wearing didn't fit right.
They fit fine, thank you.
Okay. I go to Io, and I'm like, I think we should get him the other pair anyway. He seems pretty upset.
Yeah, Jane, you focus on getting that other pair of underwear for him. I think that'll really cheer him up.
Hey, Pixel, can you bring me, like, a better pair of Bo's underwear?
Yes, I will deliver it to the front door,
Cool.
I suppose.
There's a guy at the door. You could just give them to him. I'm sure he can get them delivered.
Okay.
Pick the ones that are, like, the softest.
Yeah, after, like, 5 minutes, the, like, receptionist appears with an extra pair of underwear, and then about 5 minutes later, the door opens. Do you want to do anything with the underwear before the guy walks in?
Nope, they're just sitting there on the table when the guy walks in.
Yeah, I just, like, because I don't want to disturb him again. I just lay them, I, like, fold them, and I lay them gently at Bo's elbow.
About 5 minutes later, guy walks in. He's wearing a sharp suit. He's just grinning from ear to ear. And he just kind of goes, hey, welcome to Extra Solar. I'm so excited to have all of you here. And he kind of goes around and he just shakes all of your hands. He's like, Antoine, you can call me Antoine. I'm here because I want to discuss a partnership with you guys on our new project. Let me tell you about it.
Okay.
So, we want to eradicate a pirate base. Obviously, I don't need to tell you, privateers, piracy is a problem in the Seven Kingdoms. So I had this big idea. Why don't we bring the fight to them? And he kind of steps back, like, almost... If he were Steve Jobs, this is when he's waiting for applause from the audience.
And it's just crickets.
Undeterred, he goes, our intel's connected the heaviest pirate raids to the presence of Caraclo. We're thinking the pirate base is there. I gotta hand it to him. Most exoplanet builders have never considered building on a centaur. They think they're too dangerous. For those playing along at home, a centaur is a celestial body that's basically an asteroid, but it kind of acts like a comet. And Caraclo happens to be the 5th object in the solar system that we discovered that has rings, which is kind of cool. But anyway.
Is this Antoine talking or MC Graham?
This is MC Graham talking. So he continues, he goes, so I'm proposing a synergistic partnership. You guys go in, get as much of the lay of the land as you can, and report back. And if you happen to damage parts of their base on the way out, there could be a initiative bonus in it for you. 25k sound reasonable? Double if you can get proof that you wrecked a core system or two.
I thought you would be way more impressive than you are.
That's fair. I mean, we're only the largest energy provider in the Seven Kingdoms.
That does nothing for me.
I suppose that's fair, and you're entitled to your opinion. You can tell he's a little bit hurt by that, though.
So, why us?
You guys just won the Sedna Cup. You know you're fast. You guys fought off a pirate. We know you can fight pirates. Your reputation speaks for itself. We checked you out on Spaced In.
I don't have a profile on Spaced In.
I'm an archaeologist.
Congratulations. It kind of keeps going.
Our reputation. What have you heard?
You're now famous privateers for winning that race.
So would you really want a semi-famous group of privateers eradicating a pirate menace for your company on behalf of your company?
I trust you guys can be discreet.
Our last job, we'll call it that, our benefactor tried to kill us.
I don't like dead people.
I can't blame you.
They're really annoying. Jane, like, looks back and she looks really grumpy. She's
He,
not
like, cocks
fucking
his
around.
head for a second. He's like, I don't know how to respond to that, I'll be honest with you. We do have a standard no assassination rider built into the contract. You don't try to kill me, I won't try to kill you. It's written in the contract, and if we do, hefty penalties on both sides.
I look to Jane, and Bo, are you still staring out the window?
No, I am staring at Antoine. Arms crossed. I don't want to say pouting, but I do look
Sulking.
Sulking, yeah. Just generally not a happy camper.
When he shook your hand, and even now, like still now, he's looking at you. He's never even met you. He has no idea who you are.
Right.
Mr. Antoine, would you mind giving me and my crew members a moment of privacy?
Oh, absolutely. You can take the room. And he kind of makes a grand show of like showing himself out. He says, "If you need anything, I got my big guard over here, Kent. Just ask her for anything."
That guy's a douchebag.
Are you saying that to Kent?
Yeah.
She just kind of looks, smirks, and then goes back to staring like stonily ahead.
So, Bo, Jane, thoughts?
That guy's a piece of shit.
Established, noted.
And I do not trust him.
Well, no, I mean, we can't really trust anyone in our line of work.
Well, then take my previous statement and double it.
Is our whole job just to sabotage a pirate ship?
It sounds like it.
Why?
Yeah, he never really established why, right?
Hey, Antoine!
Oh, God.
Because he's a piece... No, never mind.
I mean, he did make reference to like pirates launching attacks and, you know, going after energy ships.
Mm.
So no, he didn't say, but you can piece together from context.
Bad for business.
It's that the pirates are just bad for business.
Well, you like money. You wanted to come because of money, right?
Well, I mean, everything is controlled by money. It's good to have money.
Cash rules everything around me.
I was just thinking that.
I mean, it sounds like a decent amount of scratch if we do it.
Are we supposed to be sneaky? Do we just sneak on and blow some stuff up and then sneak off?
I mean, I guess it depends on what the situation is like. But I don't see why not if you want to go in all quiet and stealth-like.
I don't like dead people. But after that, we'll go to the party?
I promise we'll go to the party.
Alright, fine.
Bo?
Yeah, do whatever.
Oh, there's that charming guy I know so well. I guess we'll call him back in.
Antoine kind of comes around the corner of the hallway, back into the room, and just goes, "So what's up, guys? What can I do for you? What are we thinking?"
We'll take your offer.
Awesome. Excellent. I will have my people drop the paperwork. And, yeah. You guys can, When do you want to start?
As soon as possible.
Excellent. That's what I like to hear. That's the attitude that built this company.
Great. And don't make us regret this.
Hey, I promise you won't.
Mm-hmm. I don't know that I trust that.
Guys, stake my reputation on it.
I'm sure it's shining.
He says that in a way that you get the impression he says that a lot to a lot of people in a lot of contexts. Not necessarily any of them true.
Right.
Yeah, because this company was definitely built by attitude.
Anything you guys want to accomplish before you get back on the ship and or leave the planet?
I'm good.
I want to shit on the table in the meeting room. No, not really. I thought about it, but I'm not going to.
Surprised your signature move didn't come out.
I thought about it, but...
Like, do we already have the terms? I'm assuming we've signed whatever paperwork we need to.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess head to, is it Caraquel? Is that what it's called?
Caraclo?
Yeah.
So it isn't a listed, like, it's not necessarily a listed system.
Okay.
So it will take, I'm going to say, a navigation check to find, which is going to be flames on the part of Jane.
1, 2. 3 successes. 2 weaves and a flames.
All right. So yeah, you sort of check the charts and you just sort of almost instinctively are like, oh yes, I know exactly where this is, and you kind of pinpoint it on the map and just fly directly to it. Takes you like the better part of a day, but you guys arrive. Orbiting Caraclo, thus far, there is no reaction from the thing, but you are starting to see as you get closer. It's a large asteroid. It's ringed with 2 bands of ice and rock. It's kind of passing between Saturn and Uranus, or at least that's its orbit. And you can see like a rudimentary spaceport kind of built on like this side, kind of under the rings.
Can we try to like intercept any type of like communication from them?
Do like a listen?
Yeah, just because like we're only basing them off, as jerks from what Antoine said. Like we don't really know what the truth is.
Yeah, I would say that's probably a flame challenge again. And because you're going to be doing some hacking, we're going to make it a level 2.
Level 2? Okay, 1 second. That was 1.
1, you needed a 2. You don't really find any communications coming or going from the planet.
Okay.
It does take you a few hours, and during that time you do see like a small pirate skiff that does not appear to notice you, but it does kind of fly in and land in the spaceport.
Okay. So what do you guys want to do? How should we approach this?
How do we get on board?
That's a very good question.
While you were scanning, you did notice that there's like a standard air traffic control computer, like accepting broadcasts. It didn't, like, you didn't interact with it, but it was like a frequency that you noticed.
We could pick up.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like it's not masking its presence or anything, which is why I'm giving it to you despite failing.
Bo, anything?
Yeah, I gotta be honest with you, reconnaissance isn't like my strong suit. I'm more of a, shoot first, ask questions later kind of guy, and apparently, that's the opposite order of what we want to be doing here.
Is it though? Is it really?
I'm pretty sure we're here to gather information, aren't we? I mean, sabotage is part of it, yeah, but, like...
I thought his words were to eradicate them. We can go in business as usual, guns blazing. Or...
I mean, I wouldn't have it any other way. And here's the fun part. Pixel, come here for a second. And I'm, like, gesturing for the actual casing to come over.
Yeah, Pixel walks up and just sort of stands there, doesn't say anything.
I'm like, look at this guy. Girl, look at this thing. I got it. Look, he's got a pistol.
I will be staying with the ship.
Aw, damn it.
Bo, why did you give Pixel a weapon?
They asked for one.
But we had, like, a strict policy that Pixel did not get a weapon.
Did we?
I did.
I don't remember this discussion.
Oh, man. Alright, fine. That just means I can't do anything fun with the ship anymore.
I mean, that was part of the reason I gave it to them.
You're an asshole, Bo.
What if you guys pretend to be pirates that kidnapped Esford Cade?
And
because that's who I look like. To gain entrance.
Like a trade, you mean?
No, like you kidnap, like you're wannabe pirates,
Mm-hmm.
and you're trying to prove yourself to the gang.
Mm-hmm.
So you kidnapped a famous person to get money.
So Jane, lay it on me again. How is this going to work?
If you pretended that you guys wanted to be pirates, you were wannabe pirates, so you're trying to prove yourself to, like, the big bosses. So you go in there like, hey guys, look how cool we are, we'll split the money with you for this kidnapping.
I mean, it might work. Bo?
Better idea than anything I got.
Alright, I mean, I guess we should maybe patch through to their comm systems.
Is this going to be a video call?
Yeah.
Without saying, like, anything, I grabbed Jane and put her in, like, grabbed her by, like, the neck and hold her, and I put a pistol up to her head, and I'm like, don't worry, this is all part of the act.
Just don't say anything, Jane. Just keep your mouth shut for once, please.
You smell like sherbet.
Yeah, they say you are what you eat.
Pixel, can you patch us through?
Yes. After a couple of seconds, there's a, very grumpy, very confused-looking pirate on the other end of the line. And they just kind of go, "Who are you and what do you want?"
We have a proposition for you.
Yeah?
We have a 1 Esford Cade that we thought you might be interested in.
I don't read a lot. What do you want me to do with this?
We were looking to maybe get in good with you guys. We've heard about your notoriety and thought bring some famous person to you. We can collect a ransom, split it.
Did somebody tell you about this place? I thought this was like a secret pirate base.
It's not that secret, man.
Well, shit. I guess if you guys make a Brooks check to persuade him.
That was a 2.
This guy famous, you said?
Yeah, totally famous. And then, I nudge Bo to kind of, put Jane in the camera.
You got friends, family, business associates probably looking for him?
Oh, definitely. Definitely lots of people looking for this guy.
Publishers, bookstores,
How'd you guys get your hands on him?
Don't worry about it.
Come on in, but you guys are on your own once you land. And he hits a button on his computer, and there's a, landing... not coordinates, but, a landing protocol that just appears on your screen.
Okay. What the hell does that mean? We're on our own.
Was I convincing enough? Was that convincing? Should I have screamed? I'll scream next time.
I wouldn't scream, Jane. Don't worry about it. You were perfect. You did a great job the way you were. Just keep up that act.
Party.
I guess we head into the base.
You smell like a library.
Thank you. I eat
So you-
books. No.
Yeah, you guys land in the space dock. It's actually a fairly standard-looking space dock. You've seen hundreds of them, or dozens at least, in your lives. It looks, based on your guess, it looks kind of like somebody hijacked the equipment with which to build one of these space docks, and that's where it came from. It appears to be mostly airtight, and they've sort of dug from the space dock into the actual celestial body, into the centaur. So there are about 3 or 4 different hallways that kind of split off from the space dock. Otherwise, there's the skiff that you guys saw a little while ago. It appears to be unattended. There are a couple of large ships that are there. It's a fairly large space dock.
Do we see anything with the extra solar energy name on it?
Make a Gale's check for perception.
1.
You see a ship kind of off to the side that's been partially deconstructed, and it does have the extra solar logo on it. There are laser burns into the parts of the hull, and pieces of it are missing. It is consistent with a pirate chop shop, basically.
Okay. Are we able to get off the ship without any issue? We don't need special suits or anything? We can breathe?
Yeah, it's an airtight space dock.
Okay.
You guys kind of pass through, so some sort of membrane that'll allow your ship to go through and walk around. But yeah.
Hey, Bo.
Uh-huh.
What do you think the consequences would be if, we told these lovely pirates what Antoine sent us here for?
Whew. Wow, that's a tough one. On one hand, I kind of hate pirates. On the other hand, that guy is a piece of shit. And that whole corporation is just well, I could go on, but,
Bo, do you want to do a low-level Gale's perception check, a level 1?
Sure. Okay, I got one success.
Okay. You do notice a ship that you recognize. It's a long, sleek black ship. It is the Revenge. You don't see Moloch anywhere, but he is somewhere around.
As I'm contemplating, like, what Io just asked, I kind of trail off and I'm like, but hey. I like, nudge Io and I point, I'm like,
What?
isn't that, the ship Pirate Malik ship over there?
Oh, it is that asshole ship, isn't it?
Pretty sure that's the Revenge.
Do you think this is where he hangs out?
I don't know who wants to hang out with that guy, but I got it. You know, he was pretty cool at the end there, wasn't he?
Yeah, he bowed out. Gave us the information about Hargan Dane.
He was just trying to do his job. I mean, that's, it's what we would do in that situation most likely. We would have done a better job than he did, I'm sure.
Course.
But
That's without saying. Maybe we should give him the information and see what he wants to do with it. Worst case, we beat them before. We can beat them again.
I like your confidence.
Alright, so I guess we're doing it?
Yeah, let's go searching for Dread Pirate Malik.
Moloch! I just start yelling through the hangar.
Don't do that.
Oh, fine. You're no fun, Bo. No fun at all.
There are a couple of like random people who kind of look over and start whispering to each other.
I mean, my idea is like just to go to a ship.
We could do that.
Yeah.
I'm game.
You guys sort of approach, and there are a couple of like guys who are just kind of working on the ship, and you do recognize like one of the guys wearing the pirate gear from the party a couple weeks back, and he just kind of like looks at you, and he kind of goes, like he looks rather confused.
Hey, do you know us?
Are you those assholes from the thing?
Hey, that hurts. That really hurts my feelings. I thought I was rather nice to you.
You tried to blow up our ship.
But we did not blow up your ship, because your captain made the smart choice of giving us what we wanted.
He does not seem pleased with that, though.
Listen, where's, your captain, or whatever he is?
Well, we might be in the middle of a let's say, hostile takeover?
Is this a mutiny?
It's such an ugly word.
But that's what it is, isn't it? Some dedication you have to your captain.
Well, he's kind of a douche.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
I don't think I like your tone.
I don't like you, so I guess we're even.
That's delightful. So, who's in charge?
Rodrigo Radford. Probably down at the bar, which is, he points down one of the hallways.
Thanks for the information. And I guess, sorry for trying to kill you, but you guys started it. Yes, Jane? Jane?
Am I still pretending to be kidnapped?
Apparently not.
Oh, okay.
For now, just be you, I think.
She takes a book out. Starts reading it while she walks.
Alright, so I guess we go looking for their captain.
Okay. So you guys wander down. Along the way, you do see, just like cut into the rock, you see like barracks rooms, you see hydroponic farms, you see like watering systems, you see all sorts, like storage rooms, you see all kinds of stuff. There is a sign at the end of this hallway that kind of points, graveyard, jail, medical bay, and bar in like different directions.
What do you guys think? Do we look for our old friend Malik or this new guy?
What is finding Malik gonna do for us?
I mean, we can always stir the pot. Alright, do we want to give this new guy this information that we came across?
I mean, maybe he'll be smarter than his predecessor.
I guess that's true. Let's head to the bar.
Along the way towards the bar, there is the entrance to the graveyard, and I'm gonna say out of the corner of your eye, Jane, you do catch like a spectral figure.
Fuck! I turn and look.
What just happened?
Dead people. They're annoying.
What do I see?
You do see a smuggler. Somebody who's like dressed, they've been killed. Do you enter the graveyard?
I look at it. What does it do?
The head kind of turns towards you, and it sort of glimpses like a recognition, and then kind of starts floating toward you.
I take out my children's book of the dead. I stomp over.
What? Jane, what the fuck?
I open the book.
What are you doing?
I look at the ghost.
Oh,
Yeah.
don't
Are
question
you
her.
seeing
Please don't
this?
question her.
What is happening right now?
She says, "Can you see me?"
Yes.
Oh.
You need something to move on.
Yes.
My
Can
job. What is it?
Can you tell my partners, my Anders and my Petunia, that I love them and to stop looking for me? I know they are still searching. I don't know how long I have been here.
Where are Anders and Petunia?
They live in the Belt system. Tell them that Sai Jai is no longer here.
Oh, mother! Hold the fuck on, bitch. Stand right there for a second.
What is happening?
I don't know. She's crazy, Bo.
Oh, no. Oh. I would like to point out that, like, while she's standing there, like, flipping through pages, she flips to the back of her book, and she looks at where the, like, list of names is. And, like, Jane is, as that's happening, she's literally out loud going, oh, no!
Can I try to look at the book?
Would Jane, will you let her or will you protect it?
Do I notice that she's looking over the shoulder?
Let's see.
I've always assumed that Jane usually goes into a kind of trance when she's talking to ghosts.
Okay. I would say you can make a stealth check. So I would say, do you want to do a perception check, there, Jane?
Yeah, what is it?
Gales as well.
I got 2 strikes.
I got a 1.
Okay. You are completely in a trance, Jane. You don't even notice that somebody is, in the physical world approaching behind you.
What would I see in the book?
It is a list of names. You recognize, like, one of them because it's the one that Jane mentioned earlier, Dame Avril McScriff.
Okay.
Actually, Jane didn't mention it. It was on the invite earlier.
Right.
Yeah, otherwise it's just a bunch of names that you don't recognize.
Okay. Nothing's showing up now that she's, like, panicking?
Nope.
Okay.
Well, you can't hear the ghost.
Yeah.
But don't we hear you panicking, or is that more of, like, a telepathic thing?
You can hear me talking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And you can hear me going, oh, no,
Yeah.
no. Oh, not now. Oh, fuck.
Okay.
So Jane looks at the list, finds what she's looking for. I can carry the message for you, but you have to tell me how you died.
I was racing somewhere. I was racing a competitor to get to a location, and I fell into the hands of some pirates. His name is Rents Watson. He hasn't been seen for some time, I think. I just knew he was going somewhere. We were going to the Archway.
What's the Archway?
Nobody's really sure. A lot of people who have been there have never been seen again.
Hey, Bo, she's got a weird list of names in that book there. I think it's a hit list.
Do you see your name?
Not yet.
Do you see my name?
I wouldn't tell you if I did.
Oh, thanks a lot.
I wouldn't want you to worry.
Would you do anything about it?
Of course I would.
Like what?
I'd like jettison her off the ship.
Okay.
I got you, Boo.
So Jai continues and just says, it is a rumor, really. Nobody's really sure where it is or what it is, but we thought we'd found it. I thought I'd found it. And then
Where did you think you'd found it?
Out in the wilds, out in the Kuiper Belt. And she kind of gives you some coordinates.
So Jane takes a pen out of her pocket and she scratches out the name Saijai and she says some ritual words like out of the book.
Okay.
She flips back to like a previous chapter and like reads some stuff.
All right. And as, Jai says thank you one more time and just kind of, fades peacefully into non-existence.
Okay, Jane closes her book, puts it away, turns around and finds Io standing right there, presumably.
Oh, hey, Jane. Back with us?
Hey.
What,
Party.
What was that about?
Party. What was what about?
You just phasing out?
Oh, just another dead person.
Oh. Does that happen a lot, Jane?
Dead people?
You seeing them, I guess?
Yeah, I thought you do that.
No, I don't think I have that skill.
Yeah, I was born as one of the disciples. Basically, we live on Sharon, and they protect the dead. It's the whole world is a giant graveyard. And our job is to be custodians of people who have passed on and of their graves and to, facilitate, communication if necessary between the deceased and the living so that the deceased can move on.
Oh, well that's a fun fact to learn about you.
Yep, I left. It was super, super depressing.
Are you
Sounds
telling me
like
that
it.
you see dead people?
I think that's accurate, Bo.
Oh boy.
I love the fact that she has done this before in your presence, and this is the first time you've put it together.
Hey, Jane, can I ask another question?
Yes.
What's with the book?
What book?
The
Party.
is that like a
Party.
a
She
hit-
starts to walk
a
into
hit
the bar.
list? Okay, we'll have this conversation another time, and I'll sleep with one eye open.
So you guys head towards the bar. It kind of reminds you of a bar that you've seen in old westerns, except made out of space junk and metal.
Like a saloon.
Yeah, it's basically a space saloon. It's it's the cantina on Mos Eisley.
Perfect. Han shot first.
So yeah, you see basically just a bunch of pirates and a bartender, and people are drinking. People are getting booze out of the bartender is getting booze out of this machine on the wall that generates booze.
Is it like our algae dispenser?
It's the LG dispenser of booze.
Bo, where do we get one of those things?
We do not need one of those things.
Oh, come on. Downtime. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. 6 o'clock in the morning. I don't have a problem, you do.
You can talk to Pixel about having one installed.
Perfect, that is the plan. Io makes a mental note. So, do we see anyone that, obviously looks in charge?
I mean, the bartender is the closest to that, in that he's the guy who runs the bar. These pirates, they're mingling. A lot of them are dressed pretty differently, and they're chatting with each other. Some of them have got similar uniforms to the ones that... Not uniforms, but are dressed similarly to the way you saw the people from the Revenge, but some of them are just people you've never seen before. You don't even vaguely recognize them.
So there's no, cohesive uniform.
Yeah.
Some are probably from the Revenge, some are probably from another group. Alright, so we need to find this Rodrigo character.
Ask the bartender.
Good call, Jane. Why don't you do that?
Jane goes up to the bar and slaps a hand down, right next to she unconsciously walks up next to the bar, next to the biggest, scariest guy in the place, as if she doesn't even notice he's there, and slaps a hand on the bar. I'm looking for Rodrigo, and also, do you have a drink that is strong enough to erase dead people? Make me stop seeing dead people.
That's so sad.
He kind of looks at you for a sec. Actually, I'm going to say bartender is a she. She looks at you for a sec and goes, I know that feeling. I got just the thing. Rodrigo? Yeah, he's over that way. See the guy with the bandana?
Yeah.
That's the guy.
That
You owe you
him?
some money or something?
He owes me an explanation.
Ah. Yup. She just nods knowingly.
When she's, like, turned around making the drink, I turn to the big beefy guy next to me, and I say, I think she thought the dead people thing was a metaphor. Do you think she thought it was a metaphor?
He looks down and gives you a surprisingly warm smile. And he goes,
Aww!
yeah, I get the impression she did.
Yeah, me too.
Making friends.
He kind of looks at you and looks at the, like, bartender and goes, yeah, this one's on me.
Yay! Does Jane get her drink?
Jane gets her drink. It is basically engine oil,
Ugh.
but
Okay.
as a potable liquid.
Jane sniffs it, and then, like, swirls it around, and then drinks the whole thing. And then puts it
Chug,
down.
chug, chug, chug.
Alright! And walks back to the party.
Should we be letting her drink?
I shouldn't be letting you drink, but I do it anyways.
Has it really steered us that wrong, Bo?
I just,
We
know,
wouldn't-
I don't know her habits well enough to be able to criticize them. You know what I'm saying?
We wouldn't be together if it weren't for my drinking.
Okay.
We got the really cool ship, and Pixel, and we're best buds.
We're best buds.
I mean, we're acquaintances in business practices only. That's
Uh-huh.
it.
Hey guys, I found him.
Oh, great.
Conveniently enters the tableau.
Great, Jane. Where's Rodrigo?
Bandana in the corner.
Are we gonna do this, guys?
Do what?
I don't know. Give him the information from Antoine.
Oh, yeah, sure, totally.
Didn't one of you have a, like, personal goal to make the other one call you the best bud?
It might have been
Yes.
Bo.
All right. So, Bo, you can make a note of this for a future session. You're getting what is called an enticement in the Weave system. So save it for later. What you can do is you can use it to either re-roll or decrease a challenge by 1.
I was never speaking of this again.
It's not like I made a big deal out of it.
Yeah, but Io is really flustered now and not happy that she let the cat out of the bag. So she's just ignoring you and just making, like, a beeline for the table with Rodrigo.
All right, you two following?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So you guys approach. There's a table, just, again, as usual, full of pirates. At the top is this guy named Rodrigo, who's, like, chatting. You overhear, like, one person say his name and kind of clap him on the back. They appear to be playing some sort of dice game, kind of just chatting and drinking. And they see you guys approach, and one of the guys next to Rodrigo just kind of goes, "Can we help you guys?"
Yeah, which one of you is Rodrigo?
That'd be me.
And please tell me that you don't have a self-appointed nickname.
Oh, you mean like Moloch? What a douche.
I like you already.
I like the cut of this guy's jib.
That's a pirate joke. Yeah, I think I was originally thinking I might have to hit one of you guys, but maybe not. What can I do for you?
I think we have some information that you and your friends might find crucial to your survival.
Do you want to tell the table, or do you want me to step outside with you?
Maybe we should step outside.
He thinks about it for a second, and he kind of picks up a couple of pistols that he has at his side and goes, "All right, lead the way."
Don't think you'll be needing those, but alright. Head outside the bar.
I like you guys, but I don't know you guys.
I
He
stay at the
says as he
table.
follows you.
No, I stay at the table and challenge the people he was sitting with to a drinking contest.
And he says, I have the drinking problem.
I will need you to make a stones challenge.
Hell yeah.
Level 3. 'cause there's a
Level
lot of
3?
pirates. Yeah.
I got 2.
You can use your enticement, or you can just throw up.
I'm not not gonna use my enticement for something this stupid. No, I'll just no. I take like 7 shots, and I'm like, okay, I may.
There are cheers, which the other two, you guys hear cheers behind you and notice that Bo is not with you.
I apologize in advance for anything that my friend may do.
Yeah, we're pirates. Shit happens.
That's okay. I still have his other pair of clean underwear.
Good call, Jane. Always thinking. Anyway,
So you guys step out of the bar into the hallway with him. He kind of looks, both ways before going, like, stepping out into the hallway just to strategically, and then kind of goes, so what was it?
What can you tell me about extra solar energy?
Got a lot of ships. Make a lot of money selling their shit.
So, is it safe to assume that you guys have been messing with them?
Oh yeah, definitely. You guys aren't cops, are you? You have to tell me if you're cops.
We're not cops. Trust me. Far from it.
You do not have to tell. And you do not have to tell him if you are.
We're here to offer you some information. Do with it what you will. It seems you and your friends have irritated someone high up in the company.
How high?
Does Antoine Colombo ring a bell?
He's the CEO, so that's pretty high.
That's pretty high.
Yeah.
He sent me and my friends here to get some information and maybe cause some damage. To stop you from what you've been doing.
Okay, so he's paying you guys to go back and tell him about this place?
Exactly. And if we happen to hurt anyone or destroy anything, we might get a bonus.
I appreciate this. I like this. I gotta say, though, if I were in your shoes, what I'd probably do is play both sides. So, what's stopping you guys from going back and telling them about this place now that you've told us about them?
I don't like the guy. I think he's an asshole. And I think if you really cared about people finding out about whatever this place is, you would have tighter security.
Yeah, that is a fair point.
And my friend in there, that's probably heavily intoxicated now, he really doesn't like Io, and he really didn't seem to appreciate Antoine. So, I really want to make him happy.
In the background, you hear, you can't just decide that I'm drunk. I'm not drunk. You're drunk. You can't just make that decision. That's between me and God.
And he is, of course, saying this to a coat rack.
You're right, buddy. I'm drunk. You're not. But anyway, do what you will with the information that we're providing. But my friend Jane really doesn't like people to die. It makes her really uncomfortable.
She, leans in real close. Do you know how annoying dead people are?
I mean, you gotta clean up after them.
Time. They just never stop talking. I mean, it makes a kind of sense, because if you think about it, not a lot of people could talk back, so they've got nobody to talk to, so they just talk, and they talk, and they talk, and they talk, and they talk. She starts wandering away, and they talk, and they talk, and they talk, back to the bar, and they talk, and they talk, and they, can I have another one of those gasoline drinks?
So as you can see, Rodrigo, 2/3 of my party, they really don't appreciate what Mr. Colombo wants us to do. Personally, I don't care. I'm in it for the money.
Jane, you're cut off. You've had too much.
Hey, it's alright. Guess sticking around for a bit, I'll talk to my crew, see what we can, see if we can do something with this intel.
I mean, that works for me. I'm not bringing those two drunk assholes back on the ship until they sober up.
He kind of looks at Jane, looks at Bo, like, through the doorway.
And they talk, and they talk, and they talk, and they talk. Hey, how you doing? And they talk, and they talk. Thanks for that. And they talk.
Hey everyone, Mike here. Just wanted to pop in and say a little something at the end of this episode. Not to be too much of a downer, but it's kind of important to me. Just last week, someone who was a huge influence to me in my life, especially throughout my teenage and college years, passed away. His name was Geoff Robinson, more commonly known by his online handle iNcontrol. He was known for being a StarCraft player, and then later on a StarCraft commentator or shoutcaster. He was only 33, and he was actually a healthy dude. He passed away from a pulmonary embolism, which had gone undetected. But, it was kind of a shock to everyone. And I just kind of wanted to say that, this whole podcast thing, I wouldn't be doing it if it weren't for him. Back in, probably 2011 or so, he, along with a bunch of other casters, or just online personalities, Ryan and Admin from MLG, and JP from MLG, who basically started the whole thing of roleplay. Roleplay was a series that they just started for fun, but honestly, it's turned into something big. It's still going to this day, and it kind of paved the way for D&D and tabletop role-playing games for streaming on Twitch and the like. I'm not saying that they were the ones to start it, but they're the group that kind of made it bigger, or, part of what made it as big as it is today. If you go on Twitch now, you'll see that tabletop RPGs and maybe even just D&D will have something like 50k viewers. So I just wanted to throw that out there. Geoff was just a really funny, positive influence on me, and I never met him. I wish I could have. He interacted with me a lot on his stream when I was in there, and I just wanted to say that, it sucks that he's gone. I really enjoyed all the content he put out and everything he did, and he was just a good dude. And I just want to say, if you haven't seen any of those videos, check him out. There's so much content. He did Warhammer 40k, StarCraft 2, roleplay. Beyond that, he was a power lifter. He just did so much to battle the stereotype of being, some little nerd. He followed his passions and basically, through force of will, did what he wanted to do and was successful at it. So, I just wanted to throw out my condolences and say that sucks he's gone. So, rest in peace and Control, and anyone listening to this, just go check out some of that stuff. Again, don't want to be a downer, but, this is our typical outro. A little long if you listen to the whole thing. Thank you. Please make sure to check us out on Facebook at The Roll Less Taken, roll spelled R-O-L-E, Instagram at The Roll Less Taken, and Twitter at Roll Less Taken, and we'll see you next week. Bye, everyone.
And now you know it's eating at my soul. And now you know.
You could also, look him up on Space LinkedIn or whatever.
Yeah, I can do that later, once I've gotten Bo to agree.
It's called Spaced In.
It's not Space Google or Spoogle.
I don't like Spoogle.
No, and for obvious reasons.
That makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah. That's not Pixel's voice at all.
Okay, hold on. Quick out of character moment. As the person who's editing episode 5 at the beginning, when we said we're taking no bets, I was like, what's gonna happen? In 4 episodes, Graham's gonna be like, hey, well, Pixel bet on you guys. I am a soothsayer. Are you the leader of a revolution in Uranus?
Not a. Sorry.
Oh boy.
Focus.
There's going to be a lot of that.
Welcome back to fourth graders in their gym socks.
That's why Graham's been repeatedly pronouncing it Uranus.
Uranus. Which, admittedly, is only slightly better. Backstory stuff, you guys have heard of the Children of Kaisen before. It's,
Okay.
you know,
Oh,
common
Kaisen,
knowledge.
thanks for pronouncing it differently when we don't have a definitive pronunciation, and now you're just
Okay.
making me look like an asshole. I'm kidding,
Children
go
of
ahead.
Kissin, then. We can call them Kissin.
So
You
the
can say Kaisen, I don't care.
something's
up?
moving your table.
That's Phil.
Oh, okay.
We had our friend
Nervous.
Phil come over, and he's lying on the... He was actually snoozing on the couch.
I thought it was a cat.
Nope. Phil is the kind of friend who will just sleep on the couch
That's fair.
while we record a goofy-ass podcast.